He's going to get beaten. He's going to get served up on December the 19th.
A great job, but in reality, he's not even a domestic. He lost to what's his name? Fury. Thomas Fury. Not even domestic level.
Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn dismantled Jake Paul by revealing startling specifics of the Anthony Joshua bout, leaving no doubt that the flashy stipulations Paul relies on carry no weight against Joshua. AJ refuses to entertain gimmicks or rounds. He defines reality. Paul's belief in command collapses before the opening bell, making his hype seem foolish beside authentic heavyweight authority supremacy.
I don't think AJ's not the kind of guy that's going to start kind of messing around and doing 3 or 4 rounds. And you get some people go, yeah, I bet there's something in the contract.
Eddie Hearn states it plainly. AJ adheres to boxing laws, unlike Jake Paul. There's zero space for stunts or flair. Each round matters. Each strike counts. Paul's relaxed assurance will collapse beneath boxing's strict discipline framework and reality. AJ isn't probing. He's delivering. And Paul will swiftly learn this world rejects him.
He's going to go in there and he's going to do a job on it. We don't play around in boxing. It's not the sport to play around and start doing rounds. No, we're going to...
Anthony Joshua proves he is a true champion, calm, measured, and ruthlessly intent. Jake Paul's inflated swagger looks trivial beside AJ's sharpened discipline. This is no spectacle. It's a lesson in force and ringcraft. Paul stands unprepared for real conflict, and underlights the canvas will unveil every shade of his naivety. You're stepping onto the grand stage, and...
Going to the big stage, probably it's like, it's all new a bit, maybe, but you can see I'm relaxed, I'm calm, and I'm looking forward to it.
Liam Goff leaves no doubt Jake Paul stands far beyond his depth. What Paul imagines a challenge becomes instead a blueprint for disgrace. AJ's skill, strength, and seasoned pedigree will methodically break him down. This matchup isn't competition. It's public degradation. And Paul remains the central spectacle of the farce on display.
You look at that and you just giggle, you just laugh. You're like, the idea that Jake Paul could possibly win this fight is farcical. Absolutely.
Roy Jones Jr. calls it with exactness. AJ's legacy spells destruction for slow risers. Jake Paul steps blindly into turmoil he cannot grasp. AJ's wisdom, force, and accuracy will reduce Paul to novice level. A YouTube hopeful broken beneath the lights as the world witnesses him undone round after round, utterly exposed.
So why not? He's a perfect guy to take him out too. He took Ngannou out. Why would he not take Jake Paul out? And for him, he'd probably make more money fighting Jake.
Johnny Nelson speaks with unmistakable certainty. AJ's pedigree is more than status. It's a sharpened weapon. Jake Paul's bravado will be torn apart by Joshua's merciless accuracy. This isn't competition, but controlled destruction. Fans anticipate not shock, but Paul's humiliation as AJ reasserts his place as the sport's true champion, once again sovereign.
So as long as AJ gets the job done, and I mean gets the job done, shows his world-class pedigree and wipes this...
Frank Warren calls it right. Jake Paul stands out of his depth. AJ's power, rhythm, and seasoned knowledge turn this into a nightmare for the YouTube contender. Each step Paul attempts gets answered with calculation. Each shot evaded and punished. He's not entering a bout. He's walking toward a slaughter.
This was at a different weight, and obviously I knew he fights at. But I fancy him because he comes up a weight. I think it's going to be a real tough fight for him.
Jake Paul's challenge reads like parody. He's a beginner walking straight into the maw of a heavyweight hunter. AJ doesn't step in for views or noise. He enters to break men. Paul's swagger will collapse quickly. Each round a brutal lesson that craft, experience, and concussive power ignore celebrity illusions.
And so I like the challenge. People, that's the criticism. Fight someone in their prime who's a beast. I think people just want to see me lose. That's really what the message is behind it all.
Carl Froch speaks without varnish. AJ's 1-2 lands like a falling blade, and Paul's the neck beneath it. Each gap in class revealed. Every error answered. Paul fell to Tommy Fury. Now he confronts an ex-world champion. Finish before it starts. Humiliation assured, and AJ intends to render it savage. Incoming right now.
This is a one-round job because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance. And fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy.
Tony Bellew distills the sheer absurdity of Jake Paul imagining he can share a ring with Anthony Joshua. Money may speak, yet pedigree, experience, and elite craft roar far louder. AJ is no faded veteran or convenient walkover. He is a former world champion, a knockout specialist, a heavyweight force of nature. Paul's YouTube swagger means nothing against a man who has dismantled world-class heavyweights. Calling this matchup madness barely captures it. It is perilously lopsided. Every spectator understands Paul's hype won't withstand the first crisp AJ combination. And what begins as a bout will almost certainly collapse into a humiliating, career-defining reckoning for the rookie influencer.
Money talks, as they say.
Money talks and bullshit walks. We all know that phrase. We've all seen it, but this is another level. This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
John Fury speaks without hesitation. AJ's power is so formidable that even a simple jab could erase Jake Paul's hopes. This isn't promotion. It's unvarnished truth. Paul has never stood before someone of Joshua's stature, someone who has trained, battled, and conquered elite heavyweights relentlessly. Fury's savage comparison highlights how absurd a Paul victory would seem. Each punch, each step the lights will lay him bare.
He can't, can he?
Anthony Joshua could knock Jake Paul out with his dick. So if it goes any other way...
Duke McKenzie highlights the stark imbalance in stature, talent, and experience. Anthony Joshua's legacy has been forged through conquering world-level heavyweights, mastering range, and punishing errors with unyielding ferocity. Jake Paul, for all his notoriety and bold talk, has never met true heavyweight resistance, nor secured a single ring-earned right to stand here. The physical and technical gulf is blinding. Paul's youth and digital aura mean nothing beside AJ's championship lineage. Labeling it a dangerous matchup is charitable. AJ's power and precision will shape it into dismantlement. Every spectator senses Paul's dream of triumph is doomed. Joshua will dictate the terms and deliver a merciless, humiliating education in boxing reality.
Anthony Joshua was a former heavyweight champion who's knocked out heavyweight champions.
Has he ever tried like Ozempic or Mounjaro?
This is a guy who is already perfect.
Okay.
He's perfect.
Okay.
He's like, if you could sculpt like a perfect gladiator human being.
Logan Paul cannot help but revere AJ, and with solid reason. Anthony Joshua's mix of power, agility, and championship composure makes him almost untouchable. Calling him a gladiator is no exaggeration. It is truth. Jake Paul, meanwhile, steps into the ring with a man whose resume overshadows his entire career. Every punch Joshua throws is a lesson in danger and precision, and every round exposes Paul's inexperience. He's not just outclassed, he's humble before the first bell even rings. AJ's excellence isn't arrogance, it's proof. This fight will reveal the stark difference between social media fame and true heavyweight dominance on fight night.
Got bigger head guards, bigger gloves, so stuff like speed and like athleticism plays more of a factor.
Lawrence Oakley delivers a sharp observation regarding AJ's athleticism and refined precision. Anthony Joshua is not merely strong. He is a calculated, supremely conditioned athlete who blends speed, timing, and movement to dismantle opposition. Against Jake Paul, those qualities become a looming disaster. Paul may possess hype and online influence, yet he lacks genuine experience against world-level heavyweights. His defensive awareness remains far below the standard required. AJ's gloves serve not as equipment, but as weapons, carrying force of velocity and accuracy that will render Paul's soft, showy punching laughably novice. Every feint, every step, every multi-punch sequence will reveal Paul's limitations, leaving him scrambling on instinct rather than strategy. Unlike Joshua's prior elite rivals, Paul cannot lean on image or crowd presence. He will stand before pure skill, sculpted technique, and destructive knockout power. Fans understand this becomes more than a bout. It is a display of heavyweight dominance where Paul will find himself outclassed, outpaced, and ultimately disgraced, reaffirming the gulf between online celebrity and true championship legacy.
Overhyped YouTube fighter.
First fight.
Yeah.
Because Joshua's going to try to make an example out of him, for sure.
And will.
I mean, Anthony Joshua's one of the biggest one-punch KO artists. What he did to Francis Ngannou, good lord.
Yes.
Do you want...
Joe Rogan nails the truth with clarity. This is no ordinary bout. It's a masterclass in punishment waiting to unfold. Anthony Joshua carries one-punch knockout power that has derailed the careers of elite heavyweights, and Jake Paul holds no blueprint to survive that destruction. Rogan highlights that AJ won't just fight to win, he will teach. Paul's bravado means nothing once the bell sounds, and a single clean shot can end the night. Fans who remember Joshua dismantling fighters like Francis Ngannou understand the magnitude of his timing, power, and precision. Paul's flashy antics and social media aura collapse when faced with decades of real experience. Every jab, hook, and uppercut will remind the world of Paul's novice standing. This isn't competitive. It's educational for Paul, devastating for his reputation, and unforgettable for viewers who will witness a modern heavyweight systematically dismantle an inexperienced, overhyped YouTube fighter.
It's a very dangerous night's work, and AJ will be, people say, oh, will he take it easy? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around, he don't play with his food. He'll be going in there looking to take...
Michael Bisping frames the truth with precision. Anthony Joshua isn't entering this matchup to simply win. He's entering to impose authority and silence every question mark. Paul's presence creates a no-win scenario for AJ, not because Joshua lacks ability, but because beating a YouTuber will never grant full credit. Bisping stresses the absurdity clearly. No matter how thoroughly AJ dismantles Paul, online detractors will still diminish the victory. Yet inside the ropes, Paul walks into chaos he cannot navigate. His absence of elite-level experience, defensive maturity, and championship pedigree leaves him exposed before a former world champion. AJ's stature ensures Paul will be embarrassed, and his boxing legitimacy will crumble under the spotlight. Fans will witness the power gap, the skill difference, and the collapse unfold live. This isn't competition. It's a demonstration of what separates popularity from true boxing mastery, where Paul,